Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Is it okay? Turn it down just a little bit. Something like that. Okay. Oh, crack my neck. Rivians, hello. Flashy, hello. Lewin, hello. Dawn, hello. Hugh, hello. Atomize, hello. Domino, hello. Naomi, hello. Benevale, hello. Pixel, hello. Kotetsu, hello. Dargiel, hello. Bathtub Goat, hello. Ruka, hello. Akashi, hello. Rekka, hello. Mong, hello. Hey Mong, I think I saw you streaming at like 4 in the morning. Am I like crazy? I distinctly recall you streaming at like 4 in the morning. Like a couple days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, something like that. It's like, what the? Radical HUD, hello. Rios, hello. Mr. Rue, hello. Yume, hello. Domodao, hello. Iggy, hello. I have a healthy lifestyle? Okay, all right. I just imagined it then. All right. Okay. Oh. Yes. Took the day off tomorrow, so I'm not going into work. I want to leave as early as I can, but that means I need to do an equipment check tonight. I need to do an equipment check like right after the stream tonight. Yeah, I need to do an equipment check. I know a lot of people don't really camp much anymore, right? It's like it's not as popular as it used to be, right? You gotta do an equipment check before you get out there, especially if you're going out to like a pretty isolated area. I don't know how to describe it. I don't like parking lot camping. There's a lot of campgrounds nowadays. that are close to like a city or a town. But they're basically parking lots. That's why I call them parking lot camping grounds. It's literally a space for your car and then like a patch of dirt with a picnic table and a fire pit. And then maybe like a scrubby little tree like nearby. And it's like, that's not camping. Hate to be an elitist, but that's not camping. Like, you know. So I'm going to an area that does not have many services. There might be like a gas station. I think there's a gas station pretty nearby. So I need to make sure everything is up and running. For example, I haven't used my camping stove in a very long time. I haven't used my camp stove in a year and a half, something like that. So imagine if I have like an icebox full of ingredients, like camp food ingredients, and then I get out there and my stove doesn't work because it's been a year and it's been like 18 months since I last used it, and something broke, something degraded, it just doesn't work anymore. And then now I have nothing to eat. I have to eat tortillas and cheese, you know? 44, hello. Zathers, hello. Devatar, hello. Hootie, hello. Comfy vibes today. How are you, Brandon? I'm doing good. I've had a rough month, but I'm actually excited. I'm pretty excited. I'm ready to go camping. Man, I wish I could go like right now. Sugary Queef, hello. Good evening. Iggy asks, what are you looking forward to eating on your camping trip? Okay. I already went grocery shopping, so I've got everything that I'm gonna. Are you gonna go fishing while you're camping? Okay, hey Mong, I want to keep it on the down low because people roughly know where I live. But I tried to book. My first choice was Big Sur. You guys know what Big Sur is? Anybody that uses Max within the last like 5 years has heard of Big Sur, because I think that's what they named one of their operating systems. Does anybody know what Big Sur is? It's actually an area. It's not a mountain. It's kind of a mountain nearby the ocean. I bet it's been a bit since you've gone. Yeah, Hootie, it's been like 18, 20 months, something like that. It's been over a year and a half since the last time I went camping, you know? Baron Valerian, hello, welcome. Good evening, good evening. Anyways, so I'm going to, my first choice is Big Sur, which is a seaside mountain area in California. It's beautiful. If you guys Google Big Sur and then go to the image tab on Google, you'll see it's super beautiful. It's really, really, really beautiful. However, because it's that beautiful, Big Sur is usually pretty packed. It's packed to the gills, you know? Is super packed. So they didn't have any spots open this weekend or next weekend. They had spots open next weekend, but I don't want to wait that long. I don't think I could wait that long. Anyways, I couldn't get a spot at Big Sur. So instead I'm going somewhere else. I'm going somewhere else, and there's not a lot of fishing out there. So unfortunately I can't go fishing. Rosebud, hello. Jojo, hello. Good evening. Let's Jojo, let's move on past that bit, please. Thank you. Anyways. Yeah, no fishing, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I need to make sure that my camp stove works. I need to air out my tent and make sure my tent is in good order. I think my tent is fine though. I need to do a check to make sure that my sleeping pad is holding air just fine, you know? It's always important to do an equipment check before you get out there, you know? Because I'm going to a pretty remote area. If I get out there and some of my equipment does not work, there's pretty much nothing I can do except just deal with it or go home. And I don't want to go home. So I just got to make sure everything works. If it doesn't work, I can still get replacements, like right now. I could still hop over to REI. I think REI closes at 9:30, something like that. So, you know. Do you have bear repellent? That's a good question, Domino. I know about bear repellent sprays. I've never really found the need for it. I've never really found the need for one. I practice pretty safe camping. I mean, I put everything that a bear might be attracted to inside of the bear box, always. And if there's no bear box, I always check to make sure the campground has or doesn't have a bear box, right? And if it doesn't have a bear box, I bring a big old piece of rope. Big old piece of rope in a waterproof bag. And then I hang it on a bag. Although bears can climb trees, so I think it helps. Have you guys seen bear boxes before? Have you seen a bear box? It's a big metal box that they set up at the campground that's bear proof. They can try to like bite it or paw at it, and it's pretty safe. That's where you're supposed to put all of your food. Yeah. It's like a big metal box with a locking latch, and you just open it up and you throw all your food in there. Under no circumstances should you put food in your tent. That's like the stupidest thing you could possibly do. Do not put food. Don't even put like a Cliff Bar in your tent. Don't even do that. Don't even put a Cliff Bar in your tent. No food in the tent ever. It's just not a good idea. It's also a very good idea to brush your teeth and maybe shower if you can before you go to sleep. You want to get every scent of food off of your body, you know. Why would you try and repel yourself? I mean, it is what it is, you know. My player never loaded while I was tabbed out. That's fine. Anti-bear boxes are there for a good reason. Yeah, bears are bears. I've seen bears. I've seen bears while camping, but I can't say that I've ever been in danger of one though. I think in my neck of the woods, the bears like aren't that aggressive. They're usually very small and pretty I was gonna say shy, and I imagined like a shy bear that was blushing and going ooh. No. Yeah, like a California black bear is like not that big of, like they're not that big. Big Ham, boss, hello. Dink, hello. Otaku Crazy Chicky, hello. Welcome. I'm doing a pre-vacation free chat. Yo, Gazpacho, hello. Welcome back. Bathtub Goat says, I too have seen bears while camping. They were very friendly, and we crashed in their tent after drinks. I've seen bears, if you know what I mean. Domino says, bears around here sit in people's garage or in their empty swimming pools. Yeah, if it gets hot, you know? Bear meat is pretty good. It is. I've actually had bear meat. I visited an uncle who lives in Alaska, and bear was on the menu. We had a lot of salmon. What else did we eat? What other weird meat did we eat up there? Bear is probably the weirdest. It's pretty good. Whenever I went camping with the Boy Scouts, we used an enclosed trailer as a bear box. Yep. I distinctly remember that. And if they're taking you camping in a bear area, they always warn you no food in the tent. No food in the tent. Not even snacks. Not even candy. Like no food, or else the bear's just gonna rip into your tent and just go after your food. It's gonna happen, you know. Fake Nari? Fucking Nari? Hello. Welcome. You and a couple bears going camping? Unfortunately, couldn't find any bears to go camping with, so I'm going alone. It's just one bear alone out there. I'll get the firewood when I'm in the area. Do you guys know about this? Like, you shouldn't get firewood. You shouldn't carry firewood from your home. You should wait till you get out to that area and then buy firewood that's like kind of in that area. I used to think it was bullshit, but it's actually kind of a big deal. Yeah. It's kind of a big deal. Zdravo, hello, welcome. Good evening. Not much. I'm excited. I officially took tomorrow off, so they know that I'm not going in tomorrow. So, and I just need to do an equipment check. I think I'm gonna pack my shit into my car tonight. I think I'm gonna pack everything up tonight. That way tomorrow I can just shower and get into my car and leave, you know? Naomi says, I've had family hunted bear kielbasa once. It's the best wild game I've ever had. No shit. Nice. Doesn't Haemong rustle pandas? No, Ribians. Haemong does not rustle pandas. They 1v1 pandas with a knife. They 1v1 pandas with a knife. Yeah. 1v1. Meet me in mid, knife only. And the panda is like, but I don't have a knife. And it's like, well, that's not, I failed C. That seems like a you problem. That is a you problem, not a me problem. Anyways. Bear meat is gamey, ain't it? Yeah, it's a little bit. Warm Gazpacho says, if I see a bear, I will totally try to pet it and get mauled to death. Yeah, don't do that, Gazpacho. Actually, I think I heard... You guys know Juniper? The moth VTuber? Do you guys know Juniper, the moth VTuber? I think she's said something exactly like that, Gazpacho. Exactly what you said. She told her regulars that if she's ever in the vicinity of a bear, she needs her entire chat to hold her down, hold her back, because she will try to like walk up to the bear and pet it, and then she's gonna die. Like, she's like absolutely gonna die. She's specifically asked her chat to hold her back in the presence of a bear. I have no desire to pet a bear. It's not gonna happen. One orc versus one bear, who wins? Depends on the bear. If it's a black bear, if it is a California black bear, I think I could probably scare it away. But man, have you seen like a Kodiak bear or a grizzly bear? I think Kodiak bears are only in Canada. I don't think they're in the United States. But a grizzly bear, they're like, grizzly bears are the size of a small car. They can weigh up to a ton, I think, right? They can weigh, they're gigantic. Always use local firewood. Yeah, it's because of an invasive species of termite. Because the wood that you buy at your supermarket or wherever in your local area could have I mean, probably not, but there might be. There's a chance that it might have a species of termite, right? And you get out into the woods, and there's no that species doesn't exist out there, and there's nothing that can counter it, and then it could just devastate entire patches of forest. So it's kind of like it's a pretty. I used to think that it was a scam. I used to think that like, where they're like, oh, buy firewood that's local to the area where you're camping. And I used to think that's a scam to get people to buy firewood, right? But I read a lot of actual, like ecological articles and stuff like that about examples of specifically in the United States where just like thousands of acres of forest were just completely destroyed. Thousands and thousands of acres because somebody brought in like firewood and there was like a weevil or like some kind of termite and it just like messed up that forest really bad. When is the camping stream? I wish Radical. My dream is to like live in the countryside, which not a lot of people want to do, but I do, right? If I could live in a pretty wild area, I don't know what to describe it as. Pretty off the grid, yeah. As long as I have good internet. If I could find like an area that has gigabyte internet and it's in the wild, then I could just do camping streams like in my backyard, you know? I could set up my tent in my backyard and then like have like a little campfire and then we could do streams. I could get like 100-foot Ethernet cable. Oh, that would be a dream, but unfortunately I live in a city right now. I do not like living in a city. I don't. Ribian says, if I ever see an orc, I will totally try and pet it and get mauled to death. Ribians, you'll try to pet it and then you'll roll a nat 1 and you'll just gently caress the back of the orc and you'll make it feel very uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm sure you could beat like a panda at least. Hey Mong, have you seen the viral video of a dude? Hey Mong, have you seen the viral video of a dude in China who jumps into the enclosure of a panda at a zoo and tries to hug it, and the panda literally bites his shoulder off? Like his arm is like hanging off like sinew, you know? Like the panda like bites his shoulder and it's like, oh my god. Yeah. Pandas are like freaky, dude. I vaguely recall that that dude was interviewed in the hospital. I have, but listen, I'm not confident in a lot of things, but I'm confident I could beat a panda or dry. Yeah. Hey, Mom, you're not like that dude because you're not trying to hug the panda. You're going in with a knife, right? Right? So all you need to do is just like give it the old in out, you know? Take the panda to in and out with your you know, with your knife. I'm just saying, like, you shouldn't. You have to go into a panda fight understanding that like they're not just gonna stand there and let you know. Yeah. Pandas can bite. You gotta stay clear of the jaws and then just give them a stab, you know? Yeah. 44 says, I saw a grizzly bear fought a small car for food and won. Taught me not to store food anywhere else afterwards. Yeah. They can they can mess up your car, you know? Do you have any campfire stories to tell? That's a good question. Campfire stories. Like stories of me camping, or campfire stories that I would tell while I was sitting around a campfire? I know a couple of those. Satellite internet exists, but it's really expensive. It is. You should totally live in one of those boathouses and fish every day. That would be a dream too. I would like that. Sweet baby chicken. Kung Fu Panda ain't kidding. The Null King awakes. Hello. Pandas have the strongest bite force of all bears since they eat wood. Is that true? I actually didn't know that. I know that pandas eat wood, but I didn't know that they have the strongest bite force. I would have guessed like a Kodiak bear. I think Kodiak bears are the biggest bears in the world, right? Pandas are aloof. Why let them bite you? Bite them first. Eat them to assert dominance. I wonder if they taste good. I don't think they would. Pandas are still bears in the end. I want to pet them and end up like that guy. Do I have any campfire stories? Let me think. Not that I could recall. Huh. That is a good question. Well, I'm gonna be alone this time, this weekend, so I'm not gonna tell myself stories. That's crazy. That would be crazy, right, guys? That would be crazy. Bryn, hello. Good evening. I'm like super hyped. I can't think of anything else. My entire brain is full of like, I'm gonna buy so much fucking firewood. I'm gonna buy 3 cords of firewood. 4. I'm gonna buy 4 cords of firewood. So I'm gonna burn 2 cords per night. It's a 3-day, 2-night camping trip. So I'm gonna bring 4 cords of firewood. I'm gonna bring. I already bought food. Oh, people asked like what I was gonna cook, right? Okay, we got. You gotta cook curry when you go camping. That's a random. That's like a random tradition. I have to cook curry. You have to cook curry. Will you be fishing? No. Unfortunately, I'm going to an area where there's no fishing. There's no body of water to go fishing in, so, no fishing. Woozy asks, any advice for a first-time camper? I'm interested in camping one day, too. No kidding! Woozy, you've never gone camping? Dude, okay. Assuming that you have the gear, let's assume that you don't even have the gear, okay? Let's assume that you don't even have the gear. You don't need to break the bank. If you want my opinion, if it's your first time going camping, I would strongly suggest. I hate suggesting this store because I hate it. I hate this store, but you really can't go wrong with like a Walmart tent. Like at Walmart, if you go during a sale, it's like $30 for a tent, right? You really can't go wrong with a $30 Walmart tent. I don't think you should go to like REI and get like even $100 tent. I don't think you should, because that's a lot of money, Just get a Walmart tent. What else would I suggest? You must have a sleeping pad. Even if it's really warm outside, you need a sleeping pad. Even if you go camping in the middle of the summer, you need a sleeping pad. Always get a sleeping pad. Yeah. Just get a cheap tent. You need a sleeping pad. That doesn't have to be an expensive one. It doesn't even have to be... like, if you're going car camping, you might not even need a sleeping bag. You know what you need? Bring a blanket that you don't mind getting dirty, like a thicker blanket, and then just use that as a sleeping pad. Just fold it until it's roughly the size of what your coffin would be when you're dead. Take a nice thick-ish blanket that you don't mind getting dirty, that you can wash afterwards, and then once you're at the campsite, you can just fold it until it's roughly the size of what your coffin is going to be, and boom, you've got like a sleeping pad. It'll get the job done. Yeah. Let me think. Oh yeah, ticks are really bad. It's just building your tent once before you go. It's true, Iggy. That's really good advice. Yeah. Once you buy the tent, you should build it. You should set it up like in your backyard, or like on your front lawn, somewhere where you could just yeah. What other good advice is there? Ticks are really dangerous. Yeah. Don't want to be suddenly allergic to red meat. Yeah. Let me measure the size of my coffin. I'm just saying, like, you should be able to fit in it without, like, your arms hanging over the side, you know? Akio Kaito, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Akio, I'm sure you've noticed, but I do not have any, I don't have any alerts because I am a stinky YouTube streamer and I'm not used to alerts or anything like that. So I generally tend to go without any alerts. I think it's I like it better this way. Anywho, welcome. We're talking about camping. I got a request for advice from my illustrator Woozy for like camping tips, and I'm kind of like going through it right now. Yeah, completely gearless. Okay. I think a sleeping bag is a pretty good investment. Most of the tents that you're going to get at REI are backpacking tents, and if you're not planning on backpacking, I think it's a waste of time to buy a backpacking tent. They're usually very, very expensive. They usually they don't last as long because they're higher performance and lighter. So if you're not backpacking, I don't think there's a point in buying a backpacking tent, you know? Bring water 1 gallon a day. Yeah, very true. Although, unless you're going to like a very, very off the grid campsite, Iggy, unless you're going to like unless you're basically backpacking, there's gonna be potable water there, right? There's like, not 100% of the time, but I would say like 90% of the time, if you're going to a campground, there's gonna be potable water there, you know? Is there a campground that I've gone to? Avoid secluded areas for camping. Those kind of scary for first time. Yeah. I would advise going to what I call those parking lot campgrounds for your first time camping. That way, sometimes you don't even need to bring food because they have like a supermarket on site. Not on site, but like there's usually a town nearby. Man, but for camping, like what would be like really good first time advice? Camp at your local Walmart parking lot. Mobster Manatee, hello. Good evening. I guess this is a camping free chat. We're talking about camping. Remember to get wood chips as well as firewood. You know what I do, Iggy? You know what I do? I usually just take my knife and then I take one of the logs and then I cut it down into kindling and tinder, you know? That's what I do. Oh, you know what's really good? Yo, this is like a pro tip. For those of you guys that do laundry, for people that are like adults, people that are adults in my chat, you know what makes the best fire starter? Right there, dryer lint. Atomize understands. Just save a big ball of dryer lint, and that shit like lights up real good. Yeah. I use dryer lint. I camp inside your walls. Steve Wallace, let's go. What else? Astro, hello. Welcome. It's a camping free chat. Throw your old laundry for a fire starter. I mean, cloth does work. It burns pretty well, but lint is free, right? You usually throw that shit away. I actually keep a bag full of it, and I need to take that tonight. I need to pack that tonight. What else works really, really well? If you're going to an area that's a pine forest, area, pine needles burn really, really well because they're full of oil. So in a pine forest, my 1-2 punch combo for starting a fire in a pine forest is make a bed of pine needles, and then above that, put like 6 or 7 pine cones, right? 6 or 7 pine cones, and then outside of that, you make your little like log fire teepee, you know? Make a little teepee of like, yeah. So like the pine needles will light up and they'll burn, and then they'll ignite the pine cones, and then the pine cones will burn hot enough to, you know, pine has oil in it. Yeah, exactly. You guys know what fat wood is? You guys know what fat wood is? Fat wood is usually pine, and if you get it at the base of a big branch, a lot of the resin kind of like pools at the area where a big pine branch meets the trunk, and that wood is super oily and it burns really, really well. Oh, fat wood is delicious. So good. What else would I suggest for somebody that's going camping for the first time? Definitely get a stove. Don't expect that you'll be able to cook over a campfire because you're going to ruin your pots. Man, you will ruin your pots trying to cook over a campfire. Yeah. It's really, oh my god. Like the soot, you'll just like completely cover the bottom of a pot with soot and you'll never get it out. You'll never get it out. It's so bad. Actually, the best way to cook over a campfire is to let it finish burning until it's down to the coals, and then cook it over the coals. Because the coals won't give off that much soot, and the heat that they give off is much more even. It gives off a lot more even heat. Whereas, like, if you're trying to boil water over a campfire, you'll notice that, like, sometimes it boils really hot, and then it'll cool down for, like, 2 minutes, and then it'll boil really hot again. That's because the wood, it reaches a part of the wood where it needs to dry out some moisture that's like locked inside of it, and then the temperature will go down a lot, and then it'll go up once the water inside the wood has like burned off, you know, steamed off, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, don't try to cook over a fire. That's kind of a meme. Platypus Patterson, hello. Bring a stove. It's hard to say, like, hard to give advice for like cooking stoves. You can buy like a Coleman burner at Walmart. They're not too expensive, but yeah, they're cheap and usable. Yeah. I guess the one thing that I would say be wary of is elevation. Because if you're camping like really high up in the mountains, you're gonna have to bring a special type of stove. I think, do Coleman burners work at high elevation? I'm not sure. Actually, I need to. I apologize, everybody. Yo, Rush, hello. Nice flick. Is that Ricardo Flick? It is Ricardo Flick. All right, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, guys. Yo, Eurocamp. I love Eurocamp. I'm gonna be right back, alright guys? Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I apologize. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Okay. I did have to use the restroom, but I'm back. Don't worry about it. Anywho. No. I remembered I was streaming this time. It's just, I just had to use it. I just had to use the restroom. Anyways, yo, Woozy, you know what's a pro tip? As I was sitting on the John, I remembered. This is a really, really great tip. For camp cooking, whenever you can, you should pre-cut all of your ingredients at home before you leave the house. I'm gonna do that tonight. So for example, I'm gonna be cooking curry at the campground, right? So what I'm gonna do is here in my apartment, in my kitchen, I'm going to cook. I'm gonna chop up all of the onions. I'm gonna chop up all of the carrots and potatoes. I'm going to pre-mince my garlic. I'm gonna pre-chop up like all of my meat that I use for my curry, and then put it into the cooler, into the freezer. Not the freezer, but the ice box, right? And then when you get out to the campground, let me tell you this: trying to chop up ingredients in a campground is a miserable experience. It's miserable. There's bugs everywhere, and it's like, oh, I hate this shit. Like, it's better to pre-chop up everything you're going to cook in your kitchen where it's nice and clean, and then you pre-bag it into like little Ziploc bags, and then when you get out there and it's time to cook, you can just you know, it's good. It's good. It's gonna be a spicy curry. Yeah, I like spice. It's good. As for like a stove to use, yeah, the Colemans are good. They're kind of expensive. I think I recall they're like $40. I'm always trying to get people to spend as little as possible, because a lot of times people will go camping once and then never again. They'll go camping like once every 2 or 3 years, so I'll try to avoid. Iwatani butane stoves. Yeah, the butane stoves are actually really, really good. They're actually pretty decent. Those are $30, $20, I think. Like a 1-burner butane stove. They're pretty good. What other camping tips are there? You gotta have a campfire. You gotta. As long as it's legal. Always stay safe. You absolutely do not want to start a wildfire, a forest fire. Like, so I would say proper fire safety is really, really important. Never, ever leave a campfire unattended. Even if it's like an area where it's allowed, if they have like a nice little fire pit, like never leave a fire unattended. And a big mistake I see a lot of people that go camping is they're camping, they're having a good time. They've got a campfire, it's burning low, and then they want to go to sleep, and then they're just like, well, I'll just let it burn out, and then they'll go to sleep. And they're like, they can't start a fire, like, they're embers, they're just coals, like they can't possibly start a fire. I'm here to tell you, even embers can start fires, because weird shit can happen, like the wind can hit your fire pit at a very weird angle, and throw coals, like, out of the fire pit. Like, it has been known to happen, so don't ever like in your mind be like, well, I could just let it burn out. Like, if you're about to go to sleep and you've got a live fire with like coals, just spend the extra like 15 minutes and then carry a bunch of water and then just douse the entire fire. Just douse the entire fire. Yeah. Don't ever just assume that like the fire will go out while you're sleeping. Just bring like a shit ton of water, and then yeah. Punch trees for wood. Honestly, having a Coleman stove on hand isn't too bad either, especially if you're somewhere that's prone to power outage. Yeah, that's true. It's a decent investment, I guess. Yeah. Do not use those Coleman stoves inside. Yeah. You'll get carbon monoxide poisoning for sure. Scarth, hello. Cement Pinata, hello. Bizarre Town, hello. Welcome. What other good camping tips do I have? Yo, Skeleton, hello. Welcome back. Alex Vanguard, hello. Welcome. Pyramid schemes have more pyramids in Egypt. I'm trying to think of like good little tips that people like. People will get a lot out of. Let me think. What do I like about... Oh man, because I've been camping since I was a kid. I've been camping since I was a kid, so like it's hard for me to think of things that would help out people that are going camping for the first time. Bring a book? Yeah. This is weird and more travel-y tip, but I was told to bring holy socks on our tour, so then you wouldn't have to carry your dirty socks across the country. You could just throw them out as you wear them. Huh. I wouldn't suggest that. I would actually not suggest that, Astro. And here's why. This is not beginner camping. This is coming from a backpacking perspective. This is coming from a perspective of like a backpacker, someone that like hikes like 10 miles like into the middle of a forest and then camps in the forest. It's not a campsite. You're just in the middle of a forest and then you backpack back out, right? Your socks are really, really, really important. Yeah, don't throw anything out. Like pack it in, pack it out. But also, how do I describe this? When you get holes in your socks, that's usually the area that's getting the most amount of wear. So I would argue that like where the hole in your socks formed is where you need the most amount of like cushioning and support. So like if you bring worn out socks on a backpacking trip, you're kind of screwing yourself over because you should bring like good quality socks, you know? Yeah, I would consider that like pretty bad advice. You want the highest quality socks that you could possibly get if you're going to be walking or hiking or jogging or running for any amount of time. Like the socks are really important, you know? Doppelganger, hello. Welcome. I'm doing good. I'm going camping tomorrow and I'm like super happy. Just in the context of touring in a band, I guess. Even if you're going on like a tour or whatever, wouldn't you want like the highest quality socks? I don't know. I just... We're gonna move on. I will respectfully disagree. Even if you're, you know, yeah. Because even if you throw them away, you're still gonna need more. Like, you're gonna have to buy new ones anyways, like while you're out there. Woozy, a lot of campgrounds have showers. A lot of campgrounds have showers, so you could still shower. It's still pretty nice. Yeah. I would say that like even if you're going to an area without showers, you can clean yourself pretty well with like baby wipes. You can clean yourself pretty well with baby wipes. They'll do in a pinch. Ultra Fist, hello, welcome. Obsolete Proxy, hello, welcome. We're talking about pyramids? No, I just put that up because it's just dumb. I like putting up dumb facts. What we're actually talking about is camping. That's what we're talking about tonight. I think camping got a lot more fun when it wasn't for Boy Scouts. There was a ton of stuff to relearn though. Yeah. Boy Scouts, I was in the Boy Scouts. It was fun. I'd say that I learned a lot of interesting stuff. But I think I'm more of a solo camper. I tend to be a solo camper, you know? Baby wipe showers are nice when you don't have access. Yeah. They get shit done. There are more pyramids on Earth than there are in my bedroom, but your bedroom is on Earth, right? Right? I hope. There's a new furry con that's coming up in the fall that's going to be on a campground. That's interesting. What are the good camping tips are there for somebody that's going out for the first time? Always put out your campfires. That's a good, yeah, it's a really good tip. Always put out campfires when you're going to sleep. It would be ideal if you had a shovel so you could turn over the coals. Like you douse it with water and then you use your shovel to turn it over to get any coals that are underneath the ash that are still burning, and then you douse it again. I do like a 2 douse method, but honestly, just pouring a couple gallons of water is better than nothing, I guess. Food is important. Tell someone where you go just in case of emergencies. True. Don't pee on the fire to put it out. Yeah. That's awful. Yeah. Food isn't important. You can eat other campers. Instant. I would never want to be camping next to you. Ever. Teach me the way of camping. Yes, gazpacho. Actually, I really like, you know those pre-cooked pouches of rice? They actually taste really good, and they do really, really well. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They have these little cup bowls of rice, and they're pre-cooked. All you need to do is heat them up, right? And I think you're supposed to heat them up in a microwave, but what I do is I get like 3 or 4 of them, and then I dunk them into a pot of water, boiling water, and then I heat them up that way, and then I pull them out, and then I eat curry with them. It's really good. So I'll make the curry fresh, but the rice I'll get like pre-cooked. Yeah. Get a good sleeping bag so you don't get woken up from the low temperature. Yeah. Dorulene, hello, welcome. We're talking about camping tonight because I am going camping tomorrow. It's gonna be great. Beowulf, hello. Good evening. If you're going camping and wanted something simple to cook, tortilla wraps, tomatoes, cheese and ham, hobo pizza pockets. What kind of bento is that? Karage, tamagoyaki, and furikake gohan. Let's go. The mighty Beelzebub, hello. Good evening. Are you camping alone or are you going with someone? I'm going alone this time. I'm going alone. I don't really have many people to go camping with. I have one buddy that I go camping with, but I'm pretty sure he's busy, so I'm going alone. Garbage is free and the locks are made for bears, not for people. In the middle of the forest? I won't tell you where, but it's not necessarily a forest. That voice in this whole song deserves a follow. Thank you, Beowulf. Thank you. Oh man, I need to think of like good camping advice. I cannot disappoint. What's a good camping tip? I think it's good to have camp shoes. I think you should bring 2 pairs of shoes. I think in this respect, I don't like Crocs that much. I don't like Crocs, but I think Crocs are the ideal camp shoes. They're you could put them on really, really quickly, right? And they're very durable. Yeah. So I think if you go camping at the first time and you're bringing like hiking shoes or hiking boots, right? It's kind of annoying to have to like put them on and off, like, and don't wear shoes in your tent. Just don't do that. Don't wear shoes in your tent, right? So in that respect, it's really good to have like camp shoes, and I think Crocs do really, really well. Yeah. Oh, a headlamp, dude. Woozy, if you don't have one already, you have to get a headlamp. Headlamps are so useful for camping. They're so good. You have to get a headlamp. Do you guys know what a headlamp is? A headlamp is it's a flashlight or an electric torch that's like on a band, and the band you wrap around your head. It's like an elastic band that you can put around your head. And headlamps are really, really good. Yeah. I highly recommend. That's totally worth your money. And you can buy them at like freaking Walmart. You can buy them anywhere. But I do think if you get a higher quality one, especially one that like recharges, you have a headlamp, let's go. Yeah, first aid is good. I'm gonna be honest, I've never had to use a first aid kit while camping, but it's always good to have one, you know? Found a cool flashlight lantern mode that was great during camp. Nice. Knocking on wood. It's true. It's true. Camp shoes are really good. Yeah. How do I deal with bugs? You just kind of have to, unfortunately. All right, the best way to deal with bugs while you're camping. The best way to deal with bugs while you're camping, and this is not going to be the advice that a lot of people want to hear, is to go camping in the winter. That's why I like winter camping. I typically go camping when it's colder. People don't like going camping. People only like going camping when the weather is nice. But when the weather is nice for you, it's nice for bugs, and there's bugs everywhere, right? So the best way to go camping and not deal with bugs is to go camping when it's too cold. Yeah. Yo, Bio the Alea, thank you for the raid. Welcome. We're talking about camping because I am going camping tomorrow. Hootie Hoo Electric Boogaloo, rule number 1, don't go camping. I refuse. I love camping. I will always go camping. Sad but true. Yeah. I think there's actually like there's something, this is gonna sound stupid and counterintuitive, right? But there's something really comfortable about camping when it's cold. I don't know. There's something really comfortable about camping when it's cold because you're cold and then you have a campfire and the fire feels so much better when it's cold. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about? Like when it's cold out but you've got a campfire, your campfire feels that much better. It's like, oh, I have fire. You know? It's beautiful. It's nice. There's nothing better than a campfire when it's cold out. It's just a really good feeling. And then your face is warm, but your butt and your back are cold. So you turn your ass around and then you point your butt towards the fire to warm up like your backside. And then you're just like constantly rotating like a chicken, like a rotisserie chicken. Beautiful, beautiful. Grog has fire. Last time I camped, Ikari Tenshi, hello, welcome back. Last time I camped, I liked it when it gets real cold, waking up before the bugs, making breakfast by a campfire in the early morning. Yeah. I've camped in the middle of winter and honestly so much better I could have possibly expected. Yeah. You just have to make sure that you have the right sleeping bag. If you have the right sleeping bag, you could camp in freezing weather and it's fine. Yeah. I'm Ors to campfire. If you can get some, have some orange peel around your campsite. It's a scent some wild dogs and even some wolves dislike. Also store any food you have in a cooler and hang it from the ground. Yes. I usually have a waterproof, I have a waterproof bag, right? I put all my food in there and then I hang it over a tree. Yeah. And then your uncle comes over with WD-40 and goes, watch this, and then your hot dog gets ruined. Making a good fire in the middle of January is a great feat, and the payoff is better. It is. Are you gonna bring firewood? Yo, Ultrafist. I always buy firewood close to the campsite. And I used to think that people that try to get you to do that are scamming you because they want you to buy their firewood. But I read a bunch of academic articles about like thousands of acres of forest in the United States that were completely ruined because of invasive termites that people brought in through like firewood that they brought from home. So nowadays I pretty much only I buy firewood close to the campsite. And this time I'm doing a 3-day, 2-night camping trip. So 2 nights. You usually start a campfire in the middle of the night or at night, right? I'm going to buy 4 cords of firewood. 4. And I'm going to do 2 cords a night. It's going to be great. Wacky Noodle, hello. I was looking for you. I hope you remember me. I do. Hello, Noodle. Welcome back. Welcome back. I want to go camping in the winter. It does sound really comfy. Yeah, Fleshy. Oh my God. Can I tell you guys about this? When I said I was going to go on vacation and go camping, what was that, like Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday, I think. Tuesday, I was like, I want to go camping. Can I go camping? My dumbass orc brain thought it was still the winter. I still thought it was like late January or early February. I still thought it was February. So I was like, oh, it's winter. It's going to be cold. There's not going to be a lot of people camping, right? Nope. It's the middle of fucking March. This is the perfect time of the year to go camping. So there's like a gajillion people out there camping right now. So it's like, oh my God. It is shoulder season, yeah. It's the time of the year where people start to go camping. So all of the campgrounds are starting to fill up, you know? Ah, the year is passing way too fast. Does anybody else think that too? I feel like the year is passing so quickly. It's already mid-March. Oh my God. It's nuts. The emerald ash borer can go to hell. Yeah, that's a weevil, right? That's not a termite. I'm pretty sure that's like a weevil. Like a wood-eating weevil. This month kind of flew by. Come up to my neck of the woods, everything's still covered in ice and snow, perfect for camping. I've had COVID for a week, so my sense of time is boned. Yeah. My birthday's coming up, happy birthday. But I'll be at a con by the time. It's 2019 already. St. Patty's Day, nice. I guess like the number one piece of advice I could give to someone that's going camping for the first time is to pick the campground well. I could think of there's one campground off the top of my head that I would highly recommend to somebody that's going camping for the first time. There's one campground I could think of off the top of my head. Like not near where I live, but like within like 2.5 hours, you know? You pick the right campground and it's going to be beautiful. And at the same time, there's going to be stuff nearby because you're always going to forget stuff. You're always going to get to the campground and be like, shit, I forgot X and Y and Z, right? And so if you're going camping for the first time, it's good to go camping in an area that is, while it's still beautiful and worth camping at, there's also a bunch of stores nearby. So you're not completely screwed, you know? Yeah. I guess I could give you guys a campground. This is not where I'm going camping, so I'm like not putting myself in danger, although I do like this campground and I go there. Do you know, if you Google it, Idlewild? I think that's how you spell it. Idlewild Campground is very beautiful. Oh. Idlewild Campground is a great place for beginners to go camping because one, that mountain, I think it's the San Jacinto Mountains, the San Jacinto Mountain or something like that. That mountain that campground is on is beautiful. And there's also like a world-class rock climbing area there, right? I think it's called like Suicide Cliff or something like that. It's beautiful, but Idlewild itself has a town. There's a town called Idlewild. And there's a supermarket, there's a gas station, there's like everything up there. It's got the same name as my neighborhood. Just find a really good campground where there's like a supermarket nearby. Yeah. While camping, do you have anything to protect yourself if you encounter some crazy folk, or are you super buff IRL? Ultrafist, I've never really felt in danger, honestly. Man, I got some stories too. Jeez, I've got some like crazy stories from when I was bicycle touring. I met some like sketchy folk, some sketchy people, but they've always ended up being like okay, you know? Man, I got some stories. In St. Louis, I met a dude that deadass admitted to being I feel really weird saying this, but like this is how he described himself, right? He literally called himself a crackhead. Like I hung out with a dude in St. Louis that literally called himself a crackhead. Like he was addicted to crack. I hung out with a dude, yeah, like a dude that was like literally a crackhead, and he told me these like crazy stories, and I didn't really feel in danger. We just had a moment, you know? We just had a moment. I don't know. The magical crack. Can I give you guys like, this is not a good tip. This is not, it's kind of a good tip. It's kind of a good tip. I don't smoke. I do not smoke because I'm an avid hiker, I'm an avid bicyclist, and the quickest way to get rid of the both of those is if you ruin your lungs by smoking, right? But whenever I go on a bicycle tour, I actually carry 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes. I actually carry cigarettes with me, and I keep it in my little my little feed bag on my bicycle. And the reason why I do that is because it's very easy to make friends with almost anybody. Yeah, they're not really bartering tools, but you can just, because you would be surprised how many people ask you for a cigarette, right? And the quickest way to make friends with somebody that smokes is to give them a cigarette. Yeah, you give them a cigarette, and then you just like chat a little bit, and then it's you know, it's good. Yeah, it's useful. I would never smoke a cigarette. Yeah, me neither. Could you suplex someone if you needed to? Dorulin, I didn't wrestle in high school. But I had most of the friends that I was close with in high school were on the wrestling team, right? Suplexing is actually really dangerous for the person that's doing the suplexing. You could break your neck doing it. I remember they told me that like it's actually more dangerous to the person doing the suplexing. I've heard that if you're trying to suplex someone, you yourself performing the suplex are more in danger than the person that's being suplexed. Something like that. Yeah. It's very technique intensive. Doc Pestis, hello. Good evening. KR, good evening. Alfarius Omega. Alfarius. Alfarius. Hello. Hello. Pestis says, I had a substance use and abuse teacher who said that lighting someone's cigarette made a better impression on them than any introduction. Yes, definitely. Yeah. Giving somebody a cigarette and then lighting it for them is good shit. Well, all right, you give somebody a cigarette and then you always you need that like 3 to 5 second pause to see if they pull out their own lighter, right? And if they don't, you pull out your own lighter and you light them a cigarette, you know? Yeah. I take the risk just to say that I can do it. I don't know. Have I ever felt like really in danger while I was bicycle touring or anything like that? Or like backpacking? Oh, yeah. Okay. One time I was backpacking through the Lost Coast. The Lost Coast is a beautiful area in Northern California. There's like a really famous backpacking loop. There's no roads. You just go backpacking through the Lost Coast in Northern California, right? I was backpacking through the Lost Coast doing like a 22-mile loop, right? And then I stopped at a campground, and there was a dude that was already there at the campground, right? And that fucker dead ass had a fucking rifle. Like he had like a hunting rifle with him, and we were camping. And then like, you know, we were chatting. We had like, you know, we didn't have a fire because you're not allowed to have a fire, but we were cooking dinner on our stoves. And then while we were chatting, I was like, so why do you have a rifle, right? And he was like, oh, it's just for defense. And it's like, defense against what? And he was like, oh, you know, just in case. I like to just in case. I remember he just kept repeating just in case, right? And I was like, but there's no like bears here, there's no wolves, like we're in the Lost, there's like nothing here. And he's like, isn't it heavy? And he's like, yeah, it's about like 9 pounds. He was lugging like a 9-pound rifle like across the Lost Coast. And it's like, what are you fucking doing, dude? Like a hunting rifle. Yeah. That I didn't think he was gonna kill me. I just remember thinking, like, this guy's a weirdo. This guy is a little weird. Just in case. So weird. What the fuck? You have to realize that I think the Lost Coast has 7,000 feet of elevation. So you have to go up and down, up and down, up and down, 7,000 feet total, which is not too. Wait, is it 7,000? It's a lot of feet. There's a lot of climbing. It's because you have to go like all the way down to the beach area to sea level, and then you go all the way back up again, right? Could you imagine carrying 9 pounds, like 9 useless pounds? That's a lot of fucking weight. Like, I think my entire kit on my backpack would weigh about like 30 to 35 pounds. So in his rifle alone, he was carrying like 1/4 of my total gear, including food and water, right? So it's kind of like, what the heck? That's probably the most danger I've felt. And even then, I could tell that he wasn't a danger to me. He was just a weirdo. He's just kind of a weird dude, you know? No. Ultra Fist. The Lost Coast is not in the middle of nowhere. It's a beautiful area. It's absolutely beautiful. Northern California, I highly recommend it. It's just, man's dedicated to being stupid. I don't know, man. 44 says, I once met a dude with a rifle in a campground too, and after a couple ciggies, he admitted, yeah, I'm smuggling wood logs? What? Oh, man. I wonder if there's good pictures of the Lost Coast, because that's a beautiful area. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. When I was bicycle touring across Colorado, I was in like a probably the most secluded area in Colorado that I was going up the mountain. There was like a little general store, and I stopped by because I was hungry and cold. It was really cold. It was like, I think it was like 15 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle of the day. And the middle of the day is when it should be the warmest, right? So at the warmest part of the day, it was like 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I stopped by like a little store to warm up and maybe get like food, right? And the owner of that store was the creepiest motherfucker I've ever met. He spoke in a whisper like this. He was always whispering. And so like, and then he trapped me in a conversation where he was talking about these like crazy ass conspiracy theories. And I was chatting with this guy for 30 minutes. I just wanted to leave, but he was spouting off these like crazy ass conspiracy theories. Oh my God. What was he talking about? I still to this day cannot remember like what he was trying to convince me of. Let me try to think. Okay. He tried to tell me that Quetzalcoatl of like the Central American mythos was actually an alien. Quetzalcoatl and like the other one, because like there's two gods in like Central American myth, right? In the religion of the Central America, like where it's like Quetzalcoatl and like one other one, and then they were both actually aliens, and they were like fighting for control of the earth in ancient times, and then one of them lost and like crash landed to earth in between Utah and Colorado, and like their corpse was like just like underneath the ground, and then like everybody was trying to dig down and like free or kill. It was the craziest freaking story that I've ever heard. And this guy, I could see it in his fucking eyes. He believed in it 100%. He absolutely believed in like everything that he was telling me, that like these two ancient gods of Central America were actually two aliens that were fighting for control of the earth. And then one of them won, one of them lost, and the one that lost crash landed and died and was buried underneath like a mountain in on the border of like Utah and Colorado. And yeah, it's like JoJo Part 7. It was nuts. The craziest thing was that like he just whispered the entire thing. He was like whispering it like this, as if the government was listening in on him and he had to whisper it. And he was just like, it was like a 30-minute whispered conversation. I just want I just want my Coca-Cola and my Funyuns, and I just want to leave, dude. Show him Dragon Maid and blow his mind. Oh, 66, hello. What are you drinking today? I am drinking water. I've got nothing but water. Dude, you just told the whole world about it. Are you sure he didn't just lose his voice or something? I don't know, KR. I don't know. This guy kind of scared me. This guy's kind of scary, you know? Kotetsugen, is it weird that I've actually heard someone claim a similar story? Man, if there was like a cult, if there was like an actual like cult based around it, that would like... I think I would be a little bit more comfortable knowing that more people believed in it. Cause this shit came out of nowhere, dude. I was bicycle touring. I was freezing my nips off. I had gone like 45 miles and I had like another 60 miles left to go. I just wanted to like finish, you know? I just wanted to finish for the day. Yo, Bug! Big Nose Bug, hello. Welcome. I love alien theories like that. Oh my god. All right. First of all, hello, welcome. I'm a big fan of Big Nose Bug. They have an incredibly cute model. My favorite part of Big Nose Bug's model is actually not the nose. The nose is my second favorite part. The nose is my second favorite part. My favorite part of Big Nose Bug's model is actually the shirt that they wear. I think they have a really cute shirt. Check out their shirt. The shirt is like super cute. Anywho, I'm trying to remember the rest of the conspiracy theory that this guy was trying to sell me on. I remember now. I remember. Okay, he tried to claim that the Nazis, he called them the Nazis. He didn't call them the Nazis. He called them the Nazis, right? He said that the Nazis knew about the corpse of like a hyper advanced alien that's buried underneath a mountain in Utah. And the Nazis wanted to take over the world because they wanted to take over the United States, gain access to the spaceship / corpse of a giant alien, and then like use it to dominate the world. Like he was absolutely convinced that like their plan for world domination was centered on the United States. Like they wanted to take over the United States, go to Utah, dig up the alien corpse, and then use it and its technology to take over the world. He was like absolutely convinced that like that was their end game. So Steel Ball Run, but 60 years for it, that was like nuts. This guy was like freaking crazy. And he called them Nazis, which is like, I didn't know that people actually did that. They did that in King of the Hill, right? You guys watch King of the Hill? Hank Hill's father, who was a Marine in World War II, but he didn't fight in Europe. He fought in the Pacific Theater, right? Hank Hill's father calls them Nazis, and I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like something that people don't actually do, but this guy called them Nazis. He was fucking weird, man. It was really weird. That's just the plot of Hellboy. It is. This is literally the plot of Crystal Skull. Riddle me this, Batman. Like, no, fuck you, dude. Hate it. Absolutely aliens, ancient alien shit. Yeah. Bro, if you can invade the US, you're already dominating the world. You don't need the aliens. Nasser Gomez, hello. Welcome. And he killed 50 men. He did. He killed 50 men. Oh my god. What else did this guy believe in? Honestly, I probably don't remember the vast majority of his conspiracy theory, because while I was talking to him, that was definitely the most uncomfortable I've ever felt. The most unsafe that I've ever felt. Backpacking, bicycle touring, traveling in general, that was the most uncomfortable that I ever felt. And it's mostly because of how isolated I was and how obviously crazy the dude was, right? Because I was in a very, very isolated part of Colorado. Like I was climbing the Rockies and there was like nothing out there. It was just like 100 miles of like nothing. Yeah. Nazis is like some Indiana pronunciation. Was this encounter with this whisper man the closest encounter with the cult-like experience? Well, no. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. When I was in college, there was like literally like a cult, like trying to recruit on the college that not my college, actually a college that I hung out with because a lot of my friends went there, right? So I hung out there, and there was like an active cult that was like trying to recruit, and I spent the entire summer there just like trolling them, just like absolutely trolling that cult. They fucking hated me by the very end. At first, they were very friendly because they thought that they could like recruit me, but near the end of summer, they realized that I was just there to like make fun of them, and they fucking hated me. It was funny. Yeah. I had a little giggle at their expense. How to end up bagged in a basement in 2 easy steps. Not to mention, you weren't used to the elevation. You might have been literally breathless. Yeah, I was used to it at that point. Bathtub. I had finished Goat Head. Is it Goat Head? Lizard Head Pass. I had finished Lizard Head Pass, and then there was like a little like down slope, and then I was going up again. So I was already used to around like 12,000 meters, 13,000 meters, 13,000 feet, not meters. And then the highest that I got was, I think 14 or 15, 14. I think 14,000 feet. Yeah. It took them that long to realize. I mean, I wasn't like, what's his name? I wasn't like Sacha Baron Cohening them, you know? Like, I wasn't like Sacha Baron Cohen. Like, I wasn't obviously trolling them, but I wasn't there because I was interested. I was there because I thought they were funny, you know? And they could tell. My favorite is when people try to recruit people to the military and people are just post their tragically funny text replies to them. I have no idea what you're talking about. What exactly did this cult believe? They were weird. They were weird. It wasn't like an offshoot of Christianity. It was like, I think it might have been like Scientology related. It was weird. Like they were like absolutely convinced that like there was no possible way for humans to be happy, and in order to be happy you had to buy into this cult, and then you had to like get like machinery or like drug therapy or something. Like they were just absolutely convinced that in order to truly be happy you had to like get hooked up to a machine, and like I don't know, it was weird. It was kind of like, it was probably very similar to Scientology. Yeah. Because Scientologists are all about like weird like machinery and shit like that, right? Yeah, machinery and chems and like dumb shit, you know? Yeah. Nakamata Ona, take care. Good night. To be honest, I was caught off guard by the low amounts of O2. I live on the coast, so when I was just like, oxygen, please. Yeah. But bathtub goat, this was a bicycle tour, so I was already about 90 days in? Not 90 days. Not 90 days. I was like 50 to 60 days in already. So it's not like I took an airplane to Colorado and I was just like walking around Colorado. Like I rode a bicycle the entire way through. Like I was already like 2,000 miles into my bicycle tour. So I had plenty of time to get acclimated to the thinness of the air, you know? Yeah. Put the machine in the circle. I want more water. This is not going to be me using the restroom. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I want more water. I'll be right back. I'm back. I told you. I just went to the fridge, and I got my little pitcher of water. I'm not dead. I'm back. Just taking a piss at my computer desk. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Oh baby. Okay. All right. I filled the cup. It's actually what is this? It's a clean canteen, like aluminum, you know? It's like a clean canteen, you know? I'm back. You frying chicken on that table? Hollow Warrior, hello, hello. I was filling up my clean canteen, my little thermos. Yeah. You ain't gaming if you don't have the piss keg by your desk. Yeah. You guys want to know something interesting that I learned from my brother? My brother's like an Air Force pilot. Specifically, he flies like fighter jets, right? So apparently, you have to have I think it's called like I think he called it like a piddle pouch or something like that. He called it something that like weirdly cute. He called it like, I remember in my brain I was like, that's a weirdly cute name for what you're describing, right? I think he called it like a piddle pouch. And it's basically a pouch that's strapped to your ankle, like your lower leg, right? It's strapped to your lower leg, and then there's a tube that leads from the pouch to your dick. And it's like attached to your dick, and it lets them pee while they're flying. And apparently, like, you have to wear it when you go up. Yeah. And then I remember this was over Christmas or Thanksgiving. It was over Christmas or Thanksgiving. He was describing like the pouch that he pissed in when he was flying. And I was like, how's it attached to your dick? And he gave me the weirdest look, and he did not answer. I'm just curious, man. I'm just curious. How is it attached to the dick? It's just a very like just a professional curiosity, but he did not answer. He didn't tell me how it was attached to the dick. Anywho. But apparently it's a pouch that's strapped to his lower leg, and there's a tube. Yeah. To be honest, for long car rides, that would be handy. You don't just tell your homies how it's attached to your dick. If he told you, he'd have to kill you. It's an intel secret. Now how it's attached is a national security issue. Gazpacho, he didn't say you don't want to know. He just looked at me and then he didn't answer. I thought we were blood. I thought we were blood related. And because he's my brother, he's also an orc. Imagine. A better looking, slightly shorter orc. And he wouldn't, like, we're brothers, and he wouldn't fucking tell me, man. He wouldn't fucking tell me. Maybe it's attached to the balls instead. That's where pee comes from. Pee doesn't come from the balls, okay? 44. Pee doesn't come from the balls. It is stored in the balls, okay? That's not where pee is created. That's where pee is stored. There's a very big difference, you know? Gasoline is not created at a gas station. Gasoline is stored at a gas station. Pee is stored in the balls. Pee is not created in the balls. There's a very big difference. Pee is created in the soul. It comes straight from your soul. Yeah. Pee is created in the soul, stored in the balls, and then you just piss it out through the dick, you know? Pilk is stored in the bladder. What brand of balls do you have? Exxon, Shell, or BP? Man. Shell is Dutch. BP is UK. What's Exxon? Where the hell is Exxon? That might be Texas. The Essence of Pee by Calvin Klein. Ribians, did you actually drink Pilk? You madman. How? Oh man, I should have muted that. I apologize. Malk, now fortified with vitamin R. What the fuck is Pilk? Yo, Ultra Fist, Pilk is 50% Pepsi, 50% milk. And then you mix it up real nice, and then you drink it. So good and so tasty. Yeah, KR, vitamin R. Vitamin rat. Vitamin R is important. You need it daily. Yeah. Isn't Pilk kind of like close to an ice cream float? Hey Mong, that's what I was saying. People were warning me that I would get sick if I drank Pilk, right? Hey Mong, I drank Pilk and it's basically a melted Coke float. It's a melted Coke float, which doesn't taste good. It's a waste of money, but it didn't make me sick. It didn't make me sick. It's just, it is, you know? Yeah, Pepsi floats are good. They're decent. When the ice cream is still ice cream, you know? But if it's completely melted, it's kind of like, this tastes bad. It tastes better when it's more Pepsi than milk. Yeah. Pilk is for babies. Real men drink Pegnog. This is Pegnog like Pepsi and eggnog? Kind of want to try it. Okay, when I get back from my camping trip, I will try Pegnog, okay? Oh man, it's a little bit too high. There we go. When I get back, I'll try some Pegnog. Can I even buy Pegnog? Can I even buy eggnog at a supermarket right now? It's March. I think it's seasonal. Do supermarkets sell eggnog year-round? What about Bilk, bean plus milk? Dude, someone quiet. Have you ever had red bean drink? Hot red bean drink? I had it when I was visiting Japan. I was visiting Japan in like early March. 3 years ago? Dude, hot red bean drink is actually really tasty. Because Asian red bean, I think it's Chinese. I think it's originally Chinese, right? Yeah. Like Chinese red bean is super sweet. It's extremely sweet, and it tastes really good. So I think if you take that red bean drink and then you mix it with hot milk, I think it would taste pretty good. Hey Mong, can you give me your opinion? Do you think a red bean soup plus milk drink would taste okay? Red bean drink is super rare in Texas. Yeah, Nasser. I think you would have to go to like an Asian market. Like a Ranch 99. Like a Chinese or Japanese or Korean supermarket. That's just a red bean milk. Wait, does that exist? Does red bean milk tea exist? I might have to try it out. Either way, I think Pegnog is where it's at. We're gonna have to try Pegnog and see whether it's good. Okay, if it exists, then yeah. Bean milk is whatever. Bean milk is that's not a test. It just tastes good. People drink that anyways. No, please don't Pegnog. Okay. Why not though? Why not? You're gonna have to tell me why it's not a good idea. I'd be more amazed if you find eggnog in March. That's what I was thinking, Aster. I think it might be hard to find because it's kind of a seasonal thing. You should get it. There's some good variations like matcha red bean milk tea. Ooh, I like matcha. Pepsi eggnog, yeah. Bean milk. Hello, Adam. Welcome. Ribians, this is your fault. Gerald Violence Blemson. Gerald, hello. What's chat's opinion on smegnog? No. Wait, smegnog? Sounds like overly sweet pegnog. Force Gaia, hello. I've been here a few minutes. This is already educational. I am... Force Gaia, hello, welcome. First of all. Second of all, I am an impressionable orc. I am very, very, very impressionable. So if somebody is like, hey, you should drink Pepsi plus eggnog, I was like, okay, we'll try it out. I'll try anything once. I'm kind of a slut that way. Who said that? Was that Alfred Molina? Like Doc Ock? When I read that quote for the first time, I think Alfred Molina said that. I was like, this guy and I would get along. That's like the most relatable thing that I've ever heard a celebrity say to me. Not to me, but that's the most relatable thing I've ever heard a celebrity say. I'm a follower of another VTuber who has a cursed food as a reputation. This is not new to me. I know a couple. Rico, hello. Welcome. How did we go from camping chat to this getting me to eat weird food chat? I want to watch the Alfred Molina movie where he's in a gay married couple. He's in a gay married couple with John Lithgow. Dude, that sounds great. I love John Lithgow. My favorite John Lithgow role is probably Lord Farquaad. Yeah. That was Lithgow, right? Lithgow was Farquaad in Shrek 1. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. John Lithgow, I haven't seen him in so long. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited to go camping. Oh my god. I'm gonna make curry. What's my like go-to breakfast? My go-to camping breakfast. Honestly, oatmeal. Yeah. I don't really like... I like eggs for breakfast, but not while I'm camping. I find eggs, they don't really sit well in my stomach while I'm hiking. So I actually try to avoid eggs while I'm camping. Especially if I'm going to go hiking, which I am. I'm going to go hiking this weekend. I don't know. Eggs just feel a little bit weird in the stomach while I'm hiking. So my go-to camp breakfast is oatmeal. Oatmeal and some fruit, you know? Yeah. Randon, where do you imagine yourself at age 76? That's a very specific age. 76? Why 6? Why 76? Okay, where do I imagine myself at 76? All right, Nasser, I'm gonna seriously contemplate that question and give you the best, not the best answer, but the most well thought out answer, okay? 76. I have the depressing answer, which is I'll be dead by then. And a less depressing answer would be at 76, what would I be doing? I'll be like a crazy old man. I bet he'll still be VTubing. Retirement home? Yeah. John Lithgow is 76. Oh, I see. I'm either gonna be dead or I'm gonna be a crazy old orc living in the wilderness. Yeah. You don't need to be 76 to be a crazy old man. Okay. See, Mong, hey Mong, I don't think I would ever go into a retirement home because I hate being around people. I like the comfort of solitude more than, you know. And when you're in a retirement home, it's just like you have a roommate and they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates? I think I would just like live in the wilderness like a crazy old orc man. Yeah. Maybe it'll go full circle and I'll have like a little convenience store in the middle of nowhere in Colorado, and I'll speak in whispers like this, and then I will purposely freak out people that come to like shop at my convenience store in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I'll go full circle and then I'll just troll people in the wilderness. Yeah. Okay, that's a really good answer. Nasser, where do I see myself when I'm 76? When I'm 76, I'm going to live in the wilderness and operate like a little convenience store where you could buy chips and sodas. And then anyone that stops by, I'll try to creep them out by giving them by reciting like really weird, bizarre conspiracy theories in a whispery voice. Yeah. I'm a looper. Yeah. Just Joe GD. Hello. Joe, how you doing? If you see a Starbucks and on the other side is another Starbucks, would you go on the left one or the right one? Okay, let me think about this. First of all, when you say on the other side, I'm imagining across a road. Across the street, there's another Starbucks, right? I would not cross the street to go to the other Starbucks. I would just go to the one that's closer to me that I don't need to cross the street. Yeah. Yes. Joe, I would go to the one that's on the same street that I'm walking down. Whether that's the left or the right one, I don't know. The pyramids were built by aliens. 40 years from now, I'll go to every store in Colorado and tell the secret password Crusty. The Nazis actually started the gamer movement because they want to make Americans dumber. They're putting chemicals in the water and turning the orcs green. Instead of whispering conspiracies, just whisper, 8 legs, 7 vaginas, imagine. You like this girl, don't you? She wants your hot prince body. I think that's my favorite Grimsby line. It's not the 7 vaginas. My favorite Grimsby line is not 7 vaginas. It's actually, she wants your hot prince body. But what? She wants your hot prince body. But Flareon is the only fully evolved fire-type Pokemon that doesn't learn Solar Beam. I like you. You're a good listener. You sound like 2 horses. What do I need to do to prepare for my camping trip? Gear check. I need to make sure my stove works. I need to make sure my sleeping pad holds air. I need to make sure that all of my tent stuff is in good order. Pack all of that shit. I need to chop up all of my veggies that I'm going to be cooking this weekend. I need to get my icebox. I need to get my icebox out of my shitty little like garage alcove. Dude, do you guys know the pain of living in an apartment? I don't have a garage. I have like a covered parking area and there's like a wood locker. Like a locker made out of wood that's like over the parking area, and it sucks. It's awful. It's like a covered parking area and you're assigned parking. I've got like a number. I'm not going to tell you what number it is, right? And then like in the covered parking area, right above where the hood of the car is going to stop, there's like a wood shelf with like doors, and then you can padlock it. And it just sucks. God, it sucks. God, it sucks. Emmy, hello, welcome. You're not late. You're just on time. We got a full hour left to chat. Your number one fan, Sudan. Yes, indeed. Need to chop up veggies. I need to get my ice box out of that locker area. Clean it out. You always got to clean out your locker. Oh, I need ice. I have to go to the supermarket and get ice. Hoi. Chop up all my veggies. Get ice. 6:30 is the best time of the day, hands down. Is it? What's my favorite time of the day? You know what my favorite time of the day is? You know what my favorite time of the day is? Have you ever had to like wake up for something like school or work or whatever? And you wake up before your alarm goes off, like about an hour before the alarm goes off. So like sometimes you just wake up an hour early. So in my case, I would wake up at 6. I wake up at 6 and then my alarm goes off at 7, right? So I'm like looking at my cell phone and it's like, okay, I got another hour. Let's get some sleep. And then I go back to sleep. And then I wake up again and it's like you feel so much better. I feel like I slept like an extra 4 hours, right? I wake up feeling really, really good. And it's like, okay, how long did I sleep? And then I check my clock. I check my cell phone again. And only like 15 minutes have passed. It is now 6:15, but I feel like I've gotten the effect of 4 hours of sleep. That's my favorite time of the day. It happens like once a month, once or twice a month. Like, yeah. It's just weird sometimes. Like, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. That's like the best feeling in the world for me. Where like I feel like I rested a lot more, and then I check my clock and it's like only 15 minutes have passed. Nice. I always feel worse after the extra sleep. Sometimes, I don't know. Oh, Nasser, I hate that. I'm talking about a very specific feeling where you wake up early and then you go back to sleep and then you wake up again feeling like you slept a lot, and then you check your clock and you actually didn't sleep that much, and it's like, cool. Are you bringing any bikes to your site? You know, Emmy, I was thinking about it. I was actually thinking about bringing my gravel bike, but the area where I'm going is not very good for bicycling. Yeah. I do not want to. I'm trying very hard not to tip off where I'm going, because I don't want people to know where I am at any point. No offense to you guys. I don't want any of you guys to know where I'm going, right? So, for lack of a better word, for lack of a better explanation, the place where I'm going is not very good for bicycles. Yeah. Are you gonna make any camp desserts? Dude, hey Mong, have you ever had a s'more? I'm gonna make s'mores. I gotta. That's like a tradition for me whenever I go camping. I have to make s'mores. Oh God, Florida. I'm gonna make s'mores. Alright, I think I already bought everything that I need for s'mores. Delicious. I go to a semi-local spot. I think it's called Ice House. It's always full of people, but it's got a ton of nice trails and cycling paths. Nice. Gets the random range detector and speech analysis software out. I just went to Big Sur recently to see some of my first redwoods. Yo, Bug, I was just talking about how I wanted to go to Big Sur. Dude, look at this. Everybody, Big Nose Bug knows what Big Sur is. I love Big Sur. However, I looked up to see if there was any open campsites at Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer is the main campground in Big Sur, and they're booked. They're booked this weekend. They're booked next weekend. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to book a campsite at Big Sur. Yeah. I think the earliest that they have a campsite open at Pfeiffer is 3 weeks from now, and I cannot wait 3 weeks. I can't. I have to go on. I just need a vacation really bad. I've only heard it from a ghost tour podcast. I heard Big Sur is mad haunted. It is. But I'll tell you, KR, the ghosts are pretty cool up there. They're pretty cool. They're pretty okay. Most of the ghosts at Big Sur are, I think they're First Nations. So they're just kind of like, get the fuck off our land. Which is like, I can relate. They're chill, yeah. They're pretty much just get the fuck off our land, which is like fair. Absolutely fair. L, hello. I heard ghost. Booster? Hello, L and Booster. Welcome. Wait, I'm actually kind of curious, KR. What about Big Sur is haunted? Because as far as I know, there's like nothing there. There's like nothing out there. Like, what did the podcast tell you about? Like, I like ghosts. I like them. If I were to become a supernatural being, I don't think I'd want to be a vampire. I do think I would like to be a werewolf, but the thing that I would want to be the most is a ghost of an orc. I was listening to it while working on commission, so my mind was preoccupied. Ah, I see. Alex, hello, welcome. We're talking about camping tonight, Alex. Despite what my title says, Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt. We're talking about camping. Something about a bridge and a bar and an old house. Well, the two famous bridges in Big Sur, they do often break. They break down. But that's not because of ghosts. That's because there's a lot of mudslides in the area. Like, every time there is a rainy period, a rainy season, it washes out like 50% of Big Sur, which is wild. It's crazy. I want to do a camping trip at Elk Island National Park. There's bison. It's also one of those night sky reserves, so stargazing kicks ass. Nice. Doesn't Big Sur have a lighthouse? I think it does. I would want to be a ghost so I could finally pet a bear. Could you imagine being a bear? You're just out in the middle of the woods taking a shit. Could you imagine being a bear in the woods taking a shit, and then suddenly you get like a chill running down your spine because the ghost of Warm Gazpacho is giving you a pet. He's petting you while you're taking a shit in the woods. Can you imagine that? It's nuts. They just opened up a trail where after 10 years of fire and rain damage. Yeah, it is crazy. Those mudslides are like no joke over at Big Sur. There's a bear shit in the woods. If there's a Big Sur, where's Middle Sur and Little Sur? That's a good question. I actually don't know why they call it Big Sur. But Pfeiffer Campground in Big Sur is glamorous. It's like glamorous camping. It's so clean and so beautiful. I think Pfeiffer is a pretty good place for beginner campers to camp out, because they have a pretty well-stocked store, like on site. Like inside of Pfeiffer Campground, there's like, it's not a supermarket, but it's like a general store. They have like a general store size store on the campground in Pfeiffer. And they also have a restaurant. There's like literally a restaurant in the campground at Pfeiffer. So you really don't even need to bring food. If you have enough money, you could just eat at the restaurant. Like 3 meals a day. I think Pfeiffer is a really good campground for beginners. A ghost petting a bear is like the meme video where a child was petting a dog shitting and was like, good dog. Something about Monastery Beach. Huh. I don't think I've ever been to Monastery Beach. I'm gonna head out for dinner. Thanks for the chill streams and creepy stories. No problem, hey Mong. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh man, I wanna go camping. I want to go to Sebastopol, but I don't think there's any camping there. It's all wine country. Yeah. Top 3 days of the week. All right, Joe. Top 3 days of the week. Friday, Saturday. I don't like Sundays because that's the day where you have to go to work tomorrow. So Friday, Saturday, and then I gotta say I like Thursdays. Yeah, I like Thursdays. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The reason why I like Thursdays, which is today, is because it's my favorite streaming day of the week. It's my favorite stream of the week. Thursdays or Fridays, Friday. Well, that might be true, Anston, but the reason why I like Thursdays is because Thursday streams are my favorite streams of the week. Can't bring a bicycle. I'm gonna hike. I'm gonna go hiking. Oh shit, I should prepare my hydration pack. Oh man. I don't think I cleaned my hydration pack since the last time I used it. Oh shit. Do you guys know what a hydration pack is? It's like a backpack with a water bladder, and then like it's got a tube, and then the tube is attached to the strap, the shoulder strap, and then you can just like drink. It's like a giant water pouch with the tube, so you could drink. It's like a Camelback. Yeah. Randon, what's your favorite credit card number? It's yours. Fauci, your credit card is my favorite credit card number. The tube has a nipple thing at the end. Yeah. TJ Styles, hello, welcome. How you doing? Shit. I try to perform maintenance on all of my equipment, but I distinctly remember. I remember the last time I used my my hydration pack. I remember thinking you should air this out, but I didn't. Shit. Hi, how are you, Randon? Yo, TJ, I'm going camping tomorrow. I took the day off of work tomorrow, so Friday tomorrow I'm not working. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to try to leave as early as I can. I'm going to try to leave my apartment tomorrow to go to the campsite at around 7 or 8 a.m. And it's going to take a while to get there, so I'm assuming maybe around noon, maybe a little bit after noon, get to the campsite, set up, maybe do like a really like light early hike and then eat dinner, Oh, another good tip for people that go camping: leave as early as you can. The day that you're going camping, leave as early as you can. Like an hour of daylight on your first day camping is worth a lot. It's worth a lot. You do not want to set up your camp at any point in the dark. So you want like everything to be perfectly set up while you're camping in the daylight. Because setting up camp in the dark is miserable. It's like not a good experience. You can do it, especially if you have a headlamp, but it's not good. It's not good. What's your favorite thing about camping? That's a good question. What do I like best about camping? I like the air, the quiet. Oh, it's so quiet up there. Yeah. Although you can go to a campground where there's like a bunch of screaming kids. That's no bueno. I don't like that feeling. I like how quiet it is. I like I'll admit it. I'm kind of like a pyromaniac. I like fire. There's something really great about a campfire, right? Like a legal fire where you're just like, you got a nice campfire and you're just staring at it. Did I tell you about the Australian that I met while I was bicycle touring? I met an Australian cyclist that was bicycling across the United States, and he called staring into a campfire in the middle of the night bush television. He called it bush television. And it's like, yeah, that's what it is. I think campfires might be my favorite part of camping. Also, Nothing tastes better than food after you've gone hiking. After you've gone on like a 4-hour hike, you get back to camp and then you eat food, and that's the most satisfying food you will ever eat in your entire life. It tastes so good. Like the food that you eat after a 4-mile hike in camp is a really, really great feeling. And I'm an insomniac. I have trouble sleeping. I've had trouble sleeping since I was a kid, you know? But I sleep very, very well when I'm camping. For some reason, like whenever I'm camping, I sleep really, really well, you know? I'm just like out like a log. Oh my God, I sleep so well. You drink with grizzlies? I remember one time when I was 10, we went to Fordyce. I gotta go play my D&D? Yeah, take care. Thank you for stopping by. I might call it a short stream tonight. I usually try to stream for 3 hours, but like I'm hyped. I'm like excited. Guys, I wanna go back to the supermarket. There's some stuff that I need to get. I need to prep. Like my entire brain is just like, I want to get like some stuff done, you know? Do you snore? I do, Joe. I do. I snore. I snore, and supposedly like I speak in my sleep. I've had people tell me that, yeah, I do both. I wish I didn't. I hate the fact that I snore because I don't want to disturb people, but like I can't fix that. I don't think there's anything I could do to fix that, which is like frustrating, you know? Dude, my dad has the loudest fucking snore. It's impossible to sleep in the same room as him. I don't think I snore loudly, but I do snore, right? It's not like a super loud snoring. I asked about it, and they were like, it's not super loud, it's just there. Like, it's definitely there. And it's like, rat jam, let's go. Actually, Fleshy, can I ask you for help with something? Do you see my my chat log here on OBS? You can see the chat log, right? You see rat jam? I would like it to show up as an emote, but it doesn't. It's always like rat jam, and I don't know how to fix it. It's kind of driving me crazy. I have BTTV, I have Better Twitch TV installed, but I can't get rat jam to show up as like the emote on my OBS. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. We can go over together. Thank you. After my vacation, maybe. I don't want to do it tonight, and I'm not going to be home tomorrow or the day after, but when I get back, I want to turn rat jam into an actual emote, you know? Oh, yeah. All right, what do I need to do? I need to finish chopping up all of my ingredients for my camping trip. Do I need to buy anything? Am I forgetting anything? Do I need to buy anything? I need fuel. I need fuel for my stove. I need a brand new thing of, yeah, because I'm going to be camping a lot. Yo, we need LaCroix, of course. I'm going to take some beer. And get drunk in the campground. I need beer. I don't have beer. I need beer for my chili too. Yo, I'm going to make curry. I'm going to make chili. I'm going to make baked potatoes. I'm going to make baked potatoes in a campfire, right? With foil. I need foil. I need to fucking write this shit down. Let's write it down. Here we go. I need foil. I need beer. Did I forget? What else do I need? I need to buy a lot of shit. I will write it down as I remember it. You need pilk? I'm not drinking pilk. Not in a campground. I need to clean your hydration pack. Yeah. I hope that it's not moldy. Man, have you guys ever seen mold in a hydration pack? That's heartbreaking. Pegnog. I'll try to find eggnog. I don't know if I can in March, you know? That's not a thing, I don't think. Yeah, Big Ham. I'm scared. I'm scared it's like there's gonna be mold in my hydration pack. Wanstrosities, good morning. Hello. Welcome. Juan, I apologize. I might be ending stream soon because I wanna do some prep tonight for my camping trip. Pegnog will kill you. It's not gonna kill me. It's not. It might be really gross and make me want to throw up, but it's not gonna kill me, you know? If Pine Sol couldn't kill me, Pegnog can't kill me, you know? And it's fucking Pine Sol. Oh yeah, I was gonna make baked potatoes over a campfire, put a hot baked potato into a bowl, and then just cover the entire thing in chili. Sprinkle some cheese and some sour cream over the top, and just like eat that. Oh, so good. Breakfast, I usually only eat oatmeal, and oatmeal, some veggie sticks, some fruit. Yo, false. Thank you for the raid. Oh, is it Lady? It's Lady, isn't it? Yeah. False ID was doing news stream, and then it was Lady afterwards. Hello, welcome. Oh man, maybe I should stream up to 3 hours. Maybe I'll stream for the full 3 hours. Denarius Den, hello. Tibble, hello. Layman, hello. Patrick, hello. Oh, I got owned. Araki, hello. Raywing, hello. Welcome. Yo, Mega Alexiel, hello. You're a mod for False, right? Yeah. Welcome. How are you guys? Everybody, I am taking my first day off as a VTuber. I'm not going to be streaming on Saturday because I'm going on a camping trip, and I am super excited. I'm so happy that I'm going to be able to go camping. I haven't gone camping in almost 2 years, so I'm going to get out there. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to cook. I'm going to hike. I thought about taking my bicycle out there, but it's not a very bicycle friendly area. So unfortunately, I am not going to bike out there. I'm just going to camp and hike. But I'm not streaming on Saturday, which is a weird feeling. But you know what? I'm going to push that out of my brain, my tiny little orc brain. And I'm just going to enjoy it. And I'll deal with the consequences of not streaming on Saturday next week. You know, I'll stream on your behalf. Let's go. Can't sub, you got my name right. Damn you, Twitch. Do people ever mispronounce your name? Because I grew up on Leet Speak. So when I looked at your name, I was instantly like, oh, Raywing, yeah. Thank you, Patrick, thank you. I'm going to enjoy the shit out of my trip. Oh, man. Oh, Red Wing. I see. Camping and hiking, or as they call it, hamping? I wonder if Big Ham is still here. Right, Fleshy? Man. I'm excited. I'm gonna go camping. Now, I thought camping. I thought I was going to blog everything. I thought I was going to like take pictures and stuff, but with your guys' permission, can I say something? I actually don't like taking pictures when I'm on vacation. I don't like taking pictures when I'm on vacation. I don't like the pressure of having to like if I run into a moment where it's like, oh, this is beautiful, I should take a picture. Rather than taking pictures, I would rather just enjoy the moment, you know? Like whenever I get to a moment where it's like, this is beautiful, I should take a picture, my brain is like, don't worry about shit like that, idiot. Just enjoy the moment. Just take it in. And then the moment passes and it's like, oh shit, I didn't take a picture. Yeah, right? Just enjoy your time. Tell us about it when you get back. Yeah, I might do like a free chat stream where I talk about like, I'm hoping nothing crazy happens. I'm hoping it's just relaxing and I don't have to like do anything crazy, you know? Another raid. Oh shit. Junk, thank you for the raid. Hello. Lunar Tales, hello, welcome, double raid. Oh my god. Take me camping right now, Junk. Would you like to go? Wait, well, actually, Junk, have you gone camping before? I feel like you have. If you guys don't know a lot about Junk, he's a great VTuber. Much love. We chat a lot. Like, I don't really chat with people a lot, but you have once. Okay. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I would love to take friends camping because I think I am pretty good at. All right, if I'm able to toot my own horn, everybody. I'm not the type of enthusiast where like, have you ever have you ever had a friend where like they get really into something, and then when you express interest in something that they like, that they're really, really interested in, they immediately dive off the deep end and they give you like the most advanced level of shit, and it's like, I can't keep up with that. Like, I've never done this before. It's too hard. Like, for example, bicycling. I have friends that like bicycling, and then they have significant others that are like, oh, I want to try bicycling, right? And then on their first bicycling trip, they get their significant others who's never gone bicycling before to go like on a 40-mile bicycling like route. They force their significant others that have never bicycled ever to go on a 40-mile bicycling like trip, right? And my mind is like, that's a really good way to get somebody to fucking hate bicycling, right? I have. Steam Bulb, I love bike packing. I love bicycle touring. I think I am not that type of person. I am very aware of people that are not experienced in the things that I like. And I like to give them like my entire tiny little 3 brain cell orc brain is completely making sure that like they have a good time and it's not too tough. So I think Junk, if we were to go on a camping trip together, I think I would make sure that it was a good trip. Like, we wouldn't have to do anything crazy. Like, I'm not gonna take a friend out on a camping trip where we have to backpack into the backcountry, because that's insane. That's a good way to get somebody to fucking hate like camping, right? But also, I wouldn't want a friend to camp in a parking lot, like the equivalent of a parking lot campground. I would pick a very good campsite. And I would take care of all the food and stuff like that. All they would have to do is just like hang out. Junk asks, can I bring potatoes and rice and curry and we can make curry by the campfire? Yeah, yo, Junk, I'm making curry this weekend. I'm making curry and I'm making chili. And I might buy myself a ribeye. I might make myself a ribeye steak. Yo, Junk, if you've ever had a baked potato cooked in tinfoil over the coals of a campfire, you bake a baked potato over a campfire, right? And then you unwrap that sucker, put it into a bowl, cover it with chili, like sprinkle cheese and sour cream over it, and then you just eat like a baked potato in chili. Oh, so good. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Gotta go fishing? Oh, man. Oh, Alpina again. Alpina, thank you for the raid. Oh, once again, another Alpina raid. Thank you, Alpina. Alpina, I'm sure I didn't tell you this, but Alpina, I am taking Saturday off. I'm not going to be streaming this Saturday, and I'm going on a camping trip. I will do it. This is the 5th. Thank you. We keep the raid streak up. Alfina, I'm going camping this weekend and I'm super excited. I cannot tell you how hyped I am to go camping. Oh my god. I'm planning to buy a bike soon. I want to start training to bike pack up a mountain that's 90 miles away. Nice. I think, man, Bob, bike packing is... What tips would I give to someone that wants to start bike packing? I think in general, you should stay away from a dual suspension bicycle. Get like a hardtail, because they're both cheaper and they're easier to maintain. Get a hardtail mountain bike. But man, the pack equipment, bike packing packs are incredibly expensive. My set that I got from Ortlieb is probably like over $1,000. Like just the bags themselves are over 1,000. How would a raid-a-thon work? And how do we get started right now? It's fine. I appreciate everybody that was raiding. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, lady. Thank you, Junk. Thank you, Alfina. Yeah. Nice little way to send me off, I guess, right? I like to think that the three of you guys are like... it's like your way of saying, hey, have a good vacation, you know? I love camping. Oh, I love it. Rigid mountain bikes are also great as well. Yeah. It's just a good all-around bicycle. But I'm gonna cook chili. I'm gonna cook curry. I'm gonna cook a lot of oatmeal. What should I get for lunch? Because so chili and curry are going to be my dinners, and I'm only gonna have 2 dinners. It's a 3-day, 2-night camping trip. What should I eat for lunch? Be dangerous sensibly. I'm glad you're on the dark side. Thank you. Getting to raise one streamer, making them stream forever, the continuous infinite raid string would be cool too. You know, I'm learning Twitch culture, and from now, I'm learning Twitch culture, and raiding is really interesting and cool. I like it. I remember when I was fully invested in YouTube, I remember thinking, raiding is interesting, but I don't know if I could handle raids. But I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's cute. It's a good way. It's this is gonna sound really weird, but I don't think it's for viewers. It's more of like friends it's like you're giving each other a high five, right? Right, Vivi? Vivi, hello. Raids are fun because it's like you're able to like high five people that you like. Yeah, like your buddies are like high five, and it's like, yeah, it's an interesting feeling. If I wanted to be super frugal, I could get bags for 300, but most likely I'll just buy it piecemeal. Yeah. YouTube needs to catch up on features on the streaming front. SteamBub, I think, until they lower their chat delay and until they make something the equivalent of like the affiliate system, they're never going to catch up to Twitch. It's impossible. They have to lower their stream delay by like 80%, and they need to add like an affiliate system. And until they do that, they're never going to beat Twitch. Like, it's just not going to happen. Yeah. Personally, I think raids allow the viewers to discover other streamers. I mean, I found you through Alfie's raid. That's true, Mikhail. Yeah. But it's also, I don't know. I remember worrying about it. I remember being worried about like, oh man, I have this weird thing in my brain where it's like, if somebody does something good for me, I have to return double or something like that, right? But it's not about like keeping track. It's just like, you know, people you think are cool and you just want to give them a high five. It's like a high five. It's like a virtual high five. I can send viewers somewhere where I know they'd like no gamble. Yeah, it's just nice. It's like a relay race, and you tag your friend. It's like, all right, I'm leaving these viewers to you. Go fam. You go eat a burger and go to bed. The Bulgogi Ninja, hello. I just woke up and I'm working from home. Dude, working from home is the best. I wish I could go back from working from home. It's fine. I'm not going to think about work. I'm thinking about camping. I have to go all in on my vacation. Man. I'm not pissing, I'm just pouring myself more water. Weirdos. Don't make it weird. Okay. I'm not pissing, I'm just pouring myself more water. A couple years back, I went camping in the Allegheny Mountains. Dude. Mega rad. I did the Gap, which is the Great Allegheny Pass. The Gap. They call it the Gap. It is a former railroad trail, and it's a bike path. And I did that bike path. I did all of the Great Allegheny Pass trail from Pittsburgh all the way down to where it ended. Where did it end? Oh, shit. Cumberland? It ended in Maryland. It went all the way down to Maryland. I did that entire trail on a bicycle. It's the most beautiful. Oh, God, it's so beautiful. In my humble opinion, it might be the second most beautiful part of the United States. The first being Yellowstone. I'm sorry, Pennsylvania. Fucking Yellowstone is on a different level. Yellowstone is like ridiculously beautiful, right? But I think the second most beautiful place in the entire United States is Pennsylvania. Like that Great Allegheny Pass all the way down to Maryland. Yo, Maryland is beautiful too. That entire area is like breathtakingly beautiful. You trust another streamer with your community? I think it's sweet. Yeah, I think so. It also like was a bittersweet trail to take. Because not only was it so beautiful, there were like actual instances of seeing damage, you know? Like environmental damage. So it's like, how do I describe it? Do you guys know what acid mine damage is? AMD, acid mine damage. A lot of copper mines, they pump acid into like veins to basically corrode the rock and then release the copper, right? I think it's copper. So a lot of these areas in Pennsylvania are very, very rich in coal and copper, and there's a lot of acid mine damage. Not a lot, but like you will run into it if you're going down the Great Allegheny Pass, and it's just like, oh man, this like beautiful area that got not completely, partially ruined by you know, really reckless mining practices. It made me like real sad. And the thing that's weird is that acid mine damage is also kind of pretty in a weird way. It's kind of pretty in a weird way because the rock turns like rainbow orange. Like water pouring out of the rock on the side of the path turns like rainbow orange. I don't know how to describe it in any other way. And it's like, on the one hand, it looks kind of pretty and kind of cool. But on the other hand, it's like, man, that's a lot of environmental damage. Yikes. Yeah, corpos don't really care about Mother Nature, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, they stopped. Like, they were forced to stop doing stuff like that. Dude, do you guys know about the Van Meter mine explosion? Now I'm like remembering my bicycle trip down the Great Allegheny Pass. Thank you, Mega Rad, for reminding me. Do you guys know about the Van Meter mine explosion? Dude, that shit was freaking wild. I think they were mostly Polish or Czechoslovakian miners. Like, they were like immigrants from Eastern Europe that shipped over to Pennsylvania to work in a coal mine, right? And that mine was not safe. The people that own that mine did not like make it safe for these like immigrant miners from Eastern Europe. And there was a gigantic mine explosion, and it killed, and most of the people that were working in the mine were underage. They didn't have like the idea of someone being underage didn't exist back then, but it was literally like 12-year-olds. There were like 12-year-old children from like Poland or Czechoslovakia that were working in this mine, and it had like an insane fatality rate. Something like 80% of the miners that worked at that mine all died. The explosion was so big that it shot a fireball like a cannon out of the head of the mine, out of the entrance hole of the mine, and it shot out like a cannon, and like it shot out corpses. Like, people got blown out of the mine like they were like shotgun pellets, the way that they were described it. It was a disaster. I think it's one of the worst mining disasters in Pennsylvania. And I passed it while I was on bicycle, and I read the plaque, and I was chatting with people that live in that area, and they were like, oh yeah, it's famous. Yeah. The way that the person that I was chatting with described was that like the head mine shaft was like the barrel of a gun, and it shot out like body parts like they were shotgun pellets. That's how like fucked up it was. There were like body parts like strewn outside of the mine. Yeah, the mine turned into a gun. It was nuts. Have you ever been to the Kinsella Bridge? I don't think I have. It doesn't like ring any bells in my head. To be honest, that entire stretch of Pennsylvania was so beautiful. I don't really remember much. I remember the Van Meter mine disaster. I remember there was like a big tunnel that they blasted through a mountain. There was a gigantic tunnel, like a huge, like 1.5 kilometer tunnel. The mine turned into a gun. Yeah. Accidents like this are terrible because they could have been prevented. Yeah. I think the disaster was in the 1800s. It was a while ago. It wasn't like very recent. So it was before they had like laws to prevent like 12-year-olds from working in a coal mine. Isn't that wild? Imagine a time in the United States where 12-year-olds were allowed to work in a coal mine. That's like insane. That's crazy. The mine turned into a gun. Man, the Great Allegheny Pass was beautiful though. I kind of like Pittsburgh too. Can I like talk about like how I had prejudice in my brain? I thought that I had this idea that Pittsburgh was like kind of a rough city that wasn't very pleasant. Pittsburgh was like a kind of a nice place to live. There's like a bunch of rivers, and it's a very hilly. It's a city built on a bunch of hilltops around a river, and it's like kind of a pretty city. Pittsburgh is like actually pretty nice. Not a bad city. Not a bad city. One thing about Pittsburgh that's weird though is that they put French fries on everything. There's like a Pittsburgh salad, and it's basically just an iceberg lettuce salad with French fries on top of it. And I remember in my brain thinking, I don't know if I'm on board with that. just put French fries on everything, and it's like, the pierogies were delicious though. The pierogies were absolutely delicious. Detroit as well, you knew it. I went to Detroit. Nice city. Chicago, I really liked. I thought Chicago was like, man, am I gonna get a bunch of New York people pissed off at me? I think Chicago is cleaner than New York. And I think the food is comparable and in some cases even better. I like New York pizza better than Chicago pizza. I don't really like Chicago pizza, but I ate at a pretty authentic Chinese restaurant in Chicago, and it was better than any of the Chinese food in New York. New York pizza is better than Chicago pizza. I will say that, but New York Chinese food is like not that good. And I'm talking about like real Chinese food, not like corner store like American. I'm talking about like I've eaten Chinese food in Flushing, Queens, and I don't know. I didn't think it was that good. Hey Mong, I didn't think that the New York City Chinese food, like actual authentic Chinese food, San Francisco has the best Chinese food. Yes, San Francisco Chinese food is better than Chicago Chinese food, but Chicago Chinese food is better than New York Chinese food. And I'm not talking about Americanized Chinese like General Tso's chicken or Mongolian beef or anything like that. I'm talking about like, well, not dim sum, but like dim sum, you know, like actual Chinese food. And it's like, yeah. New York subways are hella dirty prior to the pandemic. Yeah. Baltimore. Dude, Hong Kong style Chinese food? Yes. One day. Now I'm talking about food. Have you ever read? Yo, Rivians, I can somewhat pronounce that. It's Xiaomai, right? I don't know what tones. What's the correct tones for Xiaomai? Xiaomai. Pu'er tea. Nice. Fried dumpling on Moscow Street in New York slaps, but you're right, San Francisco is the best without a contest. Yeah, San Francisco Chinese food is so good. Shumai? Sumai? Oh, it's Cantonese. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. The Cantonese food that I've heard of is like it's like a type of crab. It's a very flat crab. You look at this crab and it's like, how is it even alive? I remember looking at it while it was in like a tub, so like these crabs were still alive. My friend was like, oh yeah, this is like a Cantonese delicacy. And I remember squinting at these crabs, and it's like, how are you alive? You are incredibly flat. Like an incredibly flat crab. And it's like, what the fuck? Where do your organs go? It's like paper thin. It's like, not paper thin. There were these crabs that were about the thickness of cardboard. It's like as thick as cardboard, and it's like, where do the organs go? Where do they go? How do jellyfish work? Exactly. Somebody arrest this man. Soft shell crab. It might be that? I don't know. I just remember a friend telling me like it's a delicacy. Like these taste really, really good. And I remember squinting at it, getting my face really, really close to the tub and being like, how do you even exist? How are you alive? Cardboard CNC machinery is a good meme. Harney, hello. Welcome. Oh, Nemo! Yo, Director Nemo, hello! Sorry, I didn't see it. Yeah. Where's Moscow Street in New York? I actually don't know. I don't think it's in Manhattan. It might be in Queens. Moscow Street. Jellyfish need a lot of chemicals to preserve. I don't recommend it. I've had jellyfish at a dim sum place, and it tasted really good. I think it was like pickled in a lot of vinegar, so it was very like sour and salty, and it was delicious. I like jellyfish at dim sum places. If I'm getting Shanghai food, I'm getting jellyfish. Yeah, it was good. It was tasty. My favorite dim sum food is like the chicken feet. The chicken feet is my favorite thing. Something about the skin is just like tasty. Soup dumplings are tasty. Right? Hey Mong, like the chicken feet are so good. They taste so good. I just wish I could get more of it. You have to work so hard to get such a tiny amount of like meat and skin, you know? I have to order an entire like plate for myself because I can't share it with anyone because there's not enough like stuff to actually eat. And my favorite part of eating chicken feet is you get to like spit out the little bones like a bullet. I like to pretend that I'm like a gun. My mouth is a gun, and I spit out the little like chicken feet bones, like they're bullets. Yo, Tiffany, hello, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. How are you? I would love to. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do collabs, but I would love to do a collab where it's like one of every single D&D race, and Tiffany Tiefling is like the Tiefling that I would like to hang out with. There's got to be like an orc, a goblin, a tiefling, a halfling, a dwarf, Diggy. Yeah, like a bunch of like a. I think it would be funny if it was like a Left 4 Dead style collab, where it's like 4v4, right? If we did like a Left 4 Dead collab and it's like 4 versus 4 and we're PvPing, and it's like the quote unquote good races versus the quote unquote like bad races, right? So it's like a tiefling, a dwarf, an elf, and maybe a halfling versus an orc, a goblin, bugbear. Like Barry would be a good one. who would be like, and like maybe like a lich. I don't know, someone undead. Like Haemong. No, Haemong's a vampire, right? I remember asking Haemong whether they were a vampire or a zombie, and it's more of like a vampire, right? Both. Okay. Haemong, would you join Team Evil? Funny enough, I have a goblin as well. Let's go. I just think it would be a funny collab if it was like, you know, good races versus bad races. We're just playing like Left 4 Dead. It is hard to be evil. It is. Anywho. Are you a cannibal if you eat other races? No, right? No. If I ate other orcs, yes. If I ate a goblin, yes. But I don't. Humans are A-okay. Humans are A-okay. I was about to say something, but I feel like it's racist. Oh no. All right. So my to buy list. Oh, I need to buy more fuel. I need to buy more butane. I think I'm gonna take the butane. For an emergency, I'm going to take my alcohol stove. But I need to buy more butane fuel. I have most of everything else. Mikal, no! Every time I see SMT, I can only see simultaneous multi-threading. Harney, do you know what I think of when I see SMT? Whenever I see SMT, I think Shin Megami Tensei. I think of the video game. I think of Mega 10. Whenever I see SMT. Ninja says, I want to be an isekai orc after surviving in nature too harsh, developed a habit of eating other races. I need to think of like what I'm going to eat for lunch. What do I like to eat for lunch when I'm camping? I typically eat lunch in the middle of a hike. I'm usually not in the campground around lunchtime. At around 12 noon, I'm usually on a hiking trail. So I typically don't really prepare lunch in camp. So what do I like to eat while I'm like hiking? Sandwiches are decent. Yeah, sandwiches are decent. M&Ms are great. You shouldn't bring like a chocolate bar because that's just gonna melt. Yo, PB&J. Tiffany, you know what's like kind of not. It sounds disgusting, but it's actually not bad. I'm gonna tell you guys what I like to put in my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You're gonna be like, that's nasty, but if you try it, it's actually like pretty okay. I like to put a nice crispy and dry bacon It can't be chewy bacon. It has to be like super crispy bacon, like really dry, like dry fried bacon. To the point where like if you had it in a breakfast, if you had it with like eggs and toast, you'd be like, this bacon is bad. It's overdone. But specifically if you put it into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and it's very crisp and dry, crunchy, is good. Yeah, I like to put like, I have a way that I specifically prepare bacon to put it into peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah, like burnt crunchy bacon. It's not burnt, but it's like, it's too crunchy. Yeah. Yo, I've had peanut butter on burgers. It's like not bad. It's actually not bad. My caveat though is that like I prefer the peanut butter that has less sugar in it. It's more of like I don't know how to describe it. It's more like buttery than sweet. Frogsman, hello, welcome. We're ending this stream soon in about like 20 minutes. But I'm happy that you stopped by. I usually stream every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday on the dot. I never miss a stream, right? But I've done this for 13 months, 14 months. It's coming up on 13 months, right? No, we're done with 13. It's coming up on 14 months, and I've never missed a stream. I'm gonna take a vacation. I'm not gonna stream on Saturday, and I'm going on a camping trip, and I'm really excited about it because I love camping. Peanut butter in chili is horrible, though. I've never put peanut butter in chili. Can't say that I have. Some would add it to their salads. Okay. Take some rest. Yeah, I'm excited. What's good lunch food? I would love nudist camping. What is it? Artista, hello, welcome. I hope you have a fun camping trip. I'm hoping so too. I checked the weather. It's not gonna rain. It's not gonna. There isn't gonna be shitty weather. It's gonna be a little bit cold in the morning. A little bit cold. It's gonna be like in the 40s, but that's nothing. 40 is nothing. I'm good with that. I've camped in 0-degree weather before, and it was fine. This would be the part where I would joke about the karaoke stream, but you deserve the camping vacation. I might do a karaoke stream. I still feel really bad that I'm missing it. I might. If I feel guilty about it, to get it off my head, I might just do a bad one, but I don't know. Detective Evie Devi, hello. Thank you for stopping by. Cool and unique VTuber, thank you. One day I would like to do a camping stream. I was thinking if I could visit a friend that lives... I have a friend that lives in a pretty rural area. I would love an idea. I would love to be able to take like a 50 to 100 foot Ethernet cable, set up my tent in my friend's backyard, and then just do a stream where I'm like in a tent. And you could hear like a campfire nearby, something. I don't know. Parasites. An Alfina raid. Yeah. The council disapproves of it. I think if I was watching Hootie, or Fleshy, or Alfina, or Junk, or Lady, or False, like if I was watching people and like they asked for a 1-day vacation, I would be like, yeah, of course, what the fuck? But when it comes to myself, I don't know, it feels weird, right? But I do think like 1 day off a year is pretty fair. I think that's pretty reasonable, right? Just 1 day off. I also think though that like if I was gonna take a day off and it's scheduled, I would like to fill that with something. Does that make sense? Like if this wasn't super last minute and I had it planned and I knew I was going to get a day off, what I would have liked to do is I would have liked to have recorded an off-stream stream. Like if I recorded myself on OBS playing a video game for 3 hours and then release like a 3-hour video on YouTube. So like you could kind of watch me stream, but not really. I don't know. Something so that like this Saturday you have something to watch, but it's too late, you know? Holy crud, I found out that Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt yesterday. Yeah. True fact. Camping stream, the forest. The phobia of worms crawling, yeah. Listen, doofus dick, we don't own you. This is your channel, you can do what you want. Thank you, Anston. I feel like that's actually from the heart. Anston is our resident gadfly. Everybody that's tuning in for the first time, do you see Anston69? He's our gadfly. He's usually trolling me, but I feel like that's from the heart. I don't feel like he's trolling me right there. I feel like he's actually being he's actually telling me to take care of myself, which I like. Thank you, Anston. I appreciate that. Take a video of you shaking a plant without showing yourself, then flex about being able to touch grass. Dude, Gazpacho, there's a tree outside of my work place. I'm not gonna out myself, but there's a tree outside of my workplace, and I'm the only one in our white collar in the office staff that does this, but a lot of the people that work in our like loading dock area, the warehouse, people that work in the warehouse, right? We actually have a method where we like to bend the major like tree branch all the way over, and then there's like a little like somebody made like a little pocket area out of like a basket, and it's like zip tied to the branch, and then we put shit into the branch and then let the branch go, and it like catapults off, and it's actually the perfect level of momentum that it could hit a cinder block wall. So like on our lunch break, we just put like fruit and shit into that basket, and then we launch it at a cinder block wall, and it's like could you imagine a bunch of idiots? Yeah, we have a trebuchet. Yeah, exactly, Advice. It's really funny because it's like a bunch of the warehouse workers and then me, like wearing like a dress shirt and a tie, and on our lunch break we just go out there and then we launch shit at a cinder block wall with our tree. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, it's just you gotta find stuff to do when you're bored. I've done something like that. It's pretty funny. Yeah, and it's like we're a bunch of like, it's not in school. It's just what we do. It's just what we do when we're bored at lunch. You know. I'm gonna buy a bunch of M&Ms. M&Ms are my favorite like hiking food, like mid hike. Oh, so good. Make some sandwiches. You know what's actually pretty good while you're hiking? I don't really like them that much because I prefer bone-in chicken. I almost always prefer bone-in chicken. Like a chicken leg or a chicken thigh, right? But I actually like chicken tenders while I'm hiking. Chicken tenders are pretty good while you're hiking because you leave nothing behind. You just eat the whole damn thing, you know? Really, really important thing for when you're going hiking or when you're camping is don't drop trash like in the wilderness, you know? Like pack it in, pack it out. Like don't litter. Like I'm kind of like whatever about I don't litter in a city. I always try to find a trash can. But if I see somebody littering in the city, I'm just kind of like whatever. I wouldn't do it, but whatever. Like I stay in my own lane. But I do tend to judge people that litter, like if you're out in a national park, like in a forest. Please don't litter in a forest. That's fucked up, man. Like what if a squirrel like eats a piece of plastic and dies? Poor squirrels. It's just important. I just like I just really like being outdoors, and I think we should take care of that, you know? Okay. I think I'm gonna call it. Please don't leave your recliner and love seat in a national forest. Ran in the outdoorsy orc. Yeah. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let's go find someone to hang out with. Click. I'm always worried about breaking some kind of like etiquette, you know? Especially on Twitch because I'm kind of new here. Yeah, 44, thank you. I will try to report back on what I was doing, you know? Ooh, Hootie. Fleshy. Yo, Sungi's streaming. Do you guys know Sungi? I love Sungi. Yeah. Let's see how long he's been streaming. Perfect. All right, everybody. I know exactly where we're gonna hang out with. Sungi is a VTuber that I've known and chatted with for over a year. Since like the very beginning. I think he's a really cool guy. He was also a YouTube streamer. Me, Sungi, and Worms were all streaming on YouTube for about 6 months, and then now all three of us have switched to Twitch. I think you guys are gonna like him. He's a really cool guy. He's got a really cool voice. I love his voice. He's got the golden voice. Along with Hootie, right? I think you guys are gonna like him. Say hi to him. Hang out with him. And send him love from me, you know? Boom. Whew. Alrighty. It's tough too. I would really love to raid Fleshy, but like I feel like I like to go back and forth and find different people. Alright, everybody. Take care. Good night. I'll tell you guys all about my camping trip after I get back, okay? Alright, good night.